Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome out to our new network luncheon. I can speak. It's because she hit record. So now I'm going to stumble on all my words and act like a fool. So totally okay. I'm Randy. I am vice chair this year, but and it's my last new networking that I'll be emceeing. You'll see some different faces next month. But speaking of next month, we're excited to announce that we are planning to meet in person for new networking next month. However, here's the kicker. Space will be limited to keep in compliance with restrictions and stuff. And so RSVP will be a necessity. And we're going to throw a perk in that there will be an exclusive drawing just for those who RSVP. So make sure you guys look out for that information when it goes out. And we'll have a few other drawings as well, but we'll have a fun one for those who RSVP prior to the meeting. Masks.
Randy, where will
Yeah, go ahead. It's going to be on. Carrie, why do you want details? I mean,
It's on the 18th.
Yes.
And
18th.
It will be at the Veterans Building.
Veterans Building. Okay.
Yep. So, sorry. Now I got Howie trying to bug me. Anyways, and we will have social distancing. Masks are encouraged. And yeah, so any questions about new networking? Okay. So the next big announcement we have is we are doing something a little different this year for our awards banquet. It's bring your own banquet. So you're going to get to enjoy it from the comforts of your own home. And I promise you're not going to want to miss watching this. It's going to be posted on February 10th. Correct, Heather? So you'll be able to watch it from home, see who all the big winners are this year, and get a good laugh at a lot of people. So it'll be fun. I heard that the Tiger King or Carol Baskin might be making an appearance. So just letting y'all know that it's going to be worth the watch. So yeah, that takes care of those announcements. Also, if you guys are looking for volunteer opportunities with the chamber, please reach out to us. We are always looking for volunteers to join us on our committees and help us with events. And so we would love to get you guys up and going and involved with that. So you can reach out to Heather or Wendy, myself, Jesse, anybody that on the board and we'll get you guys hooked up with something fun. All right. So
I feel a little weird eating on camera now that we're recording, so I'm going to take myself off while I finish eating.
Okay. You're totally fine. At least I know you're still there. So what we wanted to kind of focus on today is there are a lot of marketing opportunities within the chamber and benefits to being a chamber member as you have access to these little extra perks. And so many, I don't think, are aware that you actually you have a dashboard that you can log into and utilize using coupons to send out to not only members, but that the community can access, as well as sending broadcast emails. So I am going to have Heather share screen with me, and then I am going to show you guys how to log in and how to find that information. So are we all ready for this? Get your pens and papers out. Okay. Now I got to remember which screen it is. I think it's that one. Let's just go with this one. Share. Okay. So, okay. Can everybody see it okay? Okay. So when you come to the Spanish Fork Chamber page, I'm going to move my little guy over here so I can see it all. We have all our different menus up here. Where you're going to scroll down to is more. And you see right here, it says login. You're going to click on login. Okay, and it's going to bring you to this page. You're going to have a username and password. If you've never used it before, email Heather or Whitney, and they can help you with that. Or you can reset it by I believe it's whatever email that you are using, that you use to sign up for the chamber. Am I correct, Heather, with that? And then you can reset your password that way. So you're going to log in and yours is going to jump straight to here. Okay. And so you have these different menus to choose from. Okay. The one we're going to focus on today is we're going to focus on communication, and we're also going to focus on load deals. So we're going to talk about the emails first. So if you go to communication, you have a couple options there. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit submit new message. When you do that, you can pick the date that you'd want it to go out. So say you want something to go out not today, but tomorrow, right? So you put your date in, here's the reply name and the reply email. So it's going to say it's coming from the Spanish Fork Salem Chamber of Commerce, and you want to keep it that way because you're using it. The reason why you don't want to change that too is because as members, you have access to that email list. And so members need to know that it's where you're getting their information from. And so you don't want to just go in, it's not PC, and you can get in trouble if you just go into anywhere and you copy emails and then you just start mail blasting them without any explanation of why they're receiving it or going through the proper channels with it. So just be aware of that when you want to send a mass email, especially to our chamber members, go through the correct channels to do that. So, and like I said, it's super simple. And honestly, it's a lot faster doing it this way than trying to type out the same email, get it sent to Heather having to take it, put it into this format and get it sent. It's going to be a lot faster. So again, you're just going to put your date that you want the message to go. The template, I just leave it on default. It just would say Spanish Fork Chamber above. I do think you can do no template, but again, I would just leave it on default. Put your subject. I'm going to just put, hi, this is a test. Okay. Include a salutation. So if you want them to say their first name, dear last name, completely up to you. I'll just go ahead and say, and then you just enter your message. Okay, so once you do that, try to keep it brief. If you do need to upload like an image to it, keep them small. Larger images do take up bandwidth and take longer to load. If you do need to do that, you can come here and hit image, which is right here. And what you would do is you would go to upload and browse. I'm like going, I hope I have something appropriate. I'll take that one. Okay. And then you send it to server. So now it comes over here. And right now, this is way too big. Your best bet is to keep that width to about 600. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And you can go either even smaller there, and then you hit OK and it puts it in. You can still see it's large, but the great thing is you have these little ways that you can adjust that image and move it around so it works. So keep it, but just keep it brief. They encourage you not to copy and paste from different programs, because what happens with, especially if you're copying and pasting from things that are already online, there's coding and stuff behind that and it can get messed up. If you absolutely have to, say you type it into Microsoft Word and then you want to bring it over, what you're going to want to do is you're going to hit source. Okay, and so it brings this up. Don't let this intimidate you. It's just showing you where your message is. You can just copy and paste whatever your message you want to put. And I don't have a copy and paste message, but you can type it up here.
So there's also another way, Randy.
Okay.
So if you go up to that little notebook right there, just to the right of where it says source.
Right here?
Yep.
Plain text. Awesome. Yep. Okay, perfect. So, and then you can type in here too. Yeah, okay. Yep, there you go. So, but mostly you just type your email, and it doesn't have to be super tons of stuff. Can they add attachments to this as well? I can't remember.
But not right here. So the only other thing I would probably add from this page is if you want to add a website or anything, you have to click on the link to make it a hyperlink. It doesn't automatically do that, which is a little odd, but.
So that's this right here. You just hit link and you can put, I'll just put my.
Randy, can you send videos to this or is it just images?
No.
Okay, so yeah, so isn't that cool? So then it's going to be hyper linked with that. So big areas to know. You have your plain text right here that you can type, you can copy and paste into here. Your links are right here. So all you have to do, like I did, is you just highlight the link and then drop in what the URL is. And then if you want to add a photo. Okay, so once you have all that done, you get it looking, you know, gorgeous like this, you will just hit continue. And then what it says is it spins it to the editor, which is Heather, to approve it. So.
Oh, so
No,
maybe you
this
can't
is
add
if we want to.
attachments.
I don't
This
think
is if we want to send something to all the other members as a single email rather than have it as an attachment to the weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So now if say for instance, you guys are going to be doing, maybe you're having a deal and you want to give us a discount to chamber members, right? You could do it through the communication, but say it's going to be going on for a month long. I would strongly suggest looking at the coupon feature because that gets posted weekly. And so you don't have to keep sending an email every week. You can set up a coupon. So what you would do is then you just come down to here where it says load deals. So we're scrolling. So here's your member menu and you just scroll down and hit load deals. Okay, so I have one from last year with that. So I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But all you have to do is just click on add coupon. And then it says, what's the start date of this coupon? What's the expiration date of this coupon? So this is automatically going to run it for a month, but you can put in what you want your dates to be. So you can publish this on the organization's website, which is the chamber website. That's the one that will give it access to the community to use. If you just want it for members, you're going to unclick that and then publish it into the member to member offers. But you can also do both. So that way that they know, have access to it when they get that email and when they go into their dashboard. And I know there's a ton of stuff that we can do with this. And I know that there'll be questions like, what's that? What's that? And I hope in the future we'll be able to teach you guys a little bit more on what those features are and how you can utilize them with your business in the chamber. Was there a question? Wendy asks, is there a limit on how many members can send out or a recommendation of how many? Are you talking about the coupons, Wendy?
Yeah, I was just curious, is there, again, is there a limit on how many people can send out a month? And then also, is there a recommendation? So obviously we don't want to send out too many emails and so that people don't start opening up chamber emails. And so
the coupons actually go in a single email. So every coupon from everyone that's submitted just goes into a single email. So it goes out every Monday. So regardless of how many coupons are in there, whether it's 1 or 50, it goes out just once a week.
Okay. So, but what about the ones that are just like a direct email to all the members once it's approved?
So they have to come to us. So we'll probably kind of discourage too many from going out. We have to approve them. So if you're submitting one every day, we probably would call you and say, hey, can you consolidate some of these? Just simply because, too many emails going out, no one's going to read them.
Exactly. So you can submit them, but Heather's the final say of if she has to approve it and push it out. So if there's too many coming from one member or something completely inappropriate to send to our members and stuff, she gets to have that final say on that part. So yeah, it won't just randomly just send itself. So she'll actually need to go in and delete that request that I put in. so it will be sitting there and pending, and she can check that all out and make sure it fits the criteria and stuff. So
Here's an idea. So of course we have that weekly email that's going out, that newsletter that's going out on Monday. Can you kind of maybe guide us on, when is it better to send that direct email versus from the weekly newsletter, or any guidance on that in terms of marketing, Randy, would you say?
I would say if you are having, if you're needing a direct help from chamber members, I wouldn't just use it just to advertise that you're advertising. So if you're going to do something specific, like if you do want a coupon and it's an ad, then you need to stick with the member coupons. If it's something more like, I know that we've sent it out like when Chick-fil-A does their give back night kind of thing, or there's a big event coming up that you'd like to invite, or like an open house kind of thing, then so you want to send a invitation to that, then I think that's more appropriate versus sending like the, hey, we're doing really well and swell. Don't make it your normal email communication. Save it for those real special events that you want to get that information out to, because we also are in combination have the ability to market some of that stuff with our social media and stuff. But again, we don't want it just to be just daily stuff, but different types of things like Bills and Bagels, sending it out for that, or we've sent out the PPE stuff, but say for instance, we weren't working with the city and the city wanted to come and put that information together. So that would be my recommendation. I would use it for your very special, your special events or special announcements, or an invitation to something, but I wouldn't use it for marketing your product or service per se. Does that make sense?
No, that's helpful. I was just trying to differentiate between that weekly newsletter and these emails, and when it was best to use it, which tool is the right tool for what you were trying to accomplish. And so just was curious about that. I had one other question in regards to, is there anything that shows or report back in regards to the open rate of emails of people that?
Yeah, Heather has access to that. Okay. So I don't know. I'd have to look a little bit. I don't remember if you personally can see the bounce rate, but I know that admin wise that they can see what emails are getting open. Am I wrong on that, Heather? Mute yourself.
Yeah, you can see a percentage of how many people are opening each one. And well, I can. So yeah. If you're curious, well, and I can tell you.
Well, and I actually want to say that when you get your monthly statistic report from the chamber, I think it might put that information in there too. If you've sent emails and stuff, and how many people have visited your
TCS page.
Yeah, TCS page. So, and we'll talk about those another time, because that's a whole different direction with that. So, but yeah, I would say newsletter, I guess it just would depend on what the chamber getting the information and stuff. I'd use that. I feel like the email sending that would be the more formal, versus where, for lack of better terms, newsletter can be more of the, hey, just a heads up kind of thing. So I don't know. That's how I would do it personally in my business. If it was an invitation, like an official invitation to chamber members to come be involved in something, I'd probably send an individual email that can give a little bit more detail. The newsletter, you have smaller space. So if it's something that can be quick and sent and mentioned within so many words, then I think that's when you would send it via the newsletter. Does that help, Wendy?
Yeah, I think what you're saying is the email would be more specific call to action.
Yes.
Those members, whereas the newsletter might be just an announcement.
Yes, perfect. Perfect way to put that. See, that's why I love you. You can make sense of me. So real quick, these are super easy to use. If you can still look, you put your title. I'm going to put super sale. Everything must go. Only good for $1. So you put your description, you put the disclaimer here. But here's the good thing, especially for, I know we have some marketing people here on the call and stuff. If you already have a coupon, you can actually bypass this and you would click full graphic coupon, and you can just upload your coupon that you already have created. However, you need to make sure this information right here. So use uploaded image as full coupon. Text above is used for meta tags, not displayed, meaning if people search online for things, whatever you put in there, that's basically, it'll be turned into your SEO, for lack of better terms. So you still want to maybe put information, because if someone's looking for gift card for Wiggy Wash, if you could have your image pop up and it says that, but you want it in the description so the words match and the search will match you with that information. If not checked when uploading, the logo image will be sized down to fit 200 by 200 pixels. So you can upload a little, and I'll show you on my example here in just a second what that looks like. If checked, image will be sized down to fit within the 600 by 600 pixels. So kind of like how I resize that image to 600 and stuff. And there are tons of things. If you don't have a marketing, Canva is really good for resizing and getting things where you need it to be. So there's simple free ways to do that. Or you just bypass it and you type all your information in and upload a small photo, which that would be right here. And then you just hit continue and share. So I'm actually going to go back to the main menu here and show you. Oh, no, sorry. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Load my deals. So I will show you what it looks like when you put the information in. So this was for last year when I did my Beyond Auto Basics photography. I sent this out because I did a deal for members. So as you can see, I only did it for member to member. I put my information, where to sign up, and then disclaimer, use the discount code CHAMBER to receive $5 off, only available for the first 5 members that sign up. Okay, so I had that all set up in the background. I didn't use a full graphic. What I did is I uploaded an image instead, right? So I'm gonna hit continue, and this is what it ends up looking like. So when it goes through and it gets mailed out on Mondays, you're going to see the email that comes. You can click and you can scroll down and you'll be able to see all the information on that. So it's really, oh, I don't know what I just hit. I'm so sorry. There we go. It's really simple to do. All you got to, you just drop your information and put a little highlight in that. But when I have things going on, I've always utilized that, because it's a great marketing tool. You don't know who is going to pick that up. Plus, not only does it go to members, but it's accessible via our website. And which one is that under? Our coupons. More right here. Yeah. So you go to coupons from local businesses. Right now, they can sign up for their email, and then they get it emailed to them for
so right now we have about 500 people on our coupon email list.
That's really good.
Yeah, it is good, but nobody ever uses it, so it kind of goes to waste, which is kind of sad.
That's why we're pushing that with you guys today, is that you guys realize that you have access to 500 community members that you can be sending out information to. So you don't want to go crazy wild. It doesn't want to be, the Arcade Creative Studio coupons, and I got 12 of them going out. So, but change it up monthly. There's no reason why you couldn't have a monthly coupon going out to these people. And then you guys can track too, when they come in, put something like use the chamber disclaimer, or get people to ask, hey, or when they ask about the deal, oh yeah, where did you hear about that? So then when you get feedback, and then you can kind of see where your ROI is coming from, that being involved and doing this part, sending this information with the chamber and stuff, you're getting that ROI back. So biggest thing though, just remember consistency is key. You can do it once and you might have one result or none, but you should know in marketing, it's consistency. People have to see things 7 to 10 times before they act on it. So that's why you want to keep up on it and keep consistent. And the great news is if you just pick one coupon, even if you just did one exclusive for either member to member or for these, you could keep it and have it run for 4 or 5 months before you switch it out and see how that works. So there's a lot of different ways you can utilize the coupon. So, and I really encourage you guys to do that. So is there any questions on that?
So if you want, I can show you what a full screen image looks like.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay.
So I'll stop sharing so you can maybe. Oh, there we go. Stop share.
Okay, let me pull it up really quick before I share here. Sorry, I should have been a little more prepared before I.
Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. Okay. I didn't even think about doing that. So
I have a question.
Yeah, Nicole.
So coupons go out once a week. Is that what I heard?
Yeah,
okay.
Every Monday.
Every Monday. Okay, perfect. Just to those 500 people that have signed up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
I need to get on that list.
Yeah, so this is just what it would look like. So this is one I did for Fiesta Days, the sidewalk sales. So it instead of having all the description, it just has this option right here. This is what it would look like. And I set this to run all during July so that people could start printing it early. And I run like a sidewalk sale every year. So.
Perfect.
Heather, this is Lindsay and Randy. So I was wondering, can the chamber like create something for chamber members to maybe post on their social media to let people know that there is like a coupon thing that they can go on and sign up for? I mean, I think the biggest thing is just word of mouth. So as long as we can get that out, maybe it would be a little more beneficial.
Well, we were kind of hoping that's what this would do today.
That's what I kind of thought too. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to create something and then we can all upload it to our social media and be like, hey, here's what the chamber offers or something.
Yeah, I think that we can probably find something to do to kind of push that a little bit. It's definitely underutilized, that's for sure. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea. So sorry, one sec. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a great idea because and then just if you guys can help us encourage other members to utilize this as well, and even share that you guys attended this today and learned about this feature, that would be a great advertising, because we don't want to start advertising it and we have no coupons to send out. So we want to make sure that we have, we will get, don't put the horse before the cart. So I think it's a great idea to share that, but if you guys can also help us encourage other businesses in the chamber to utilize this resource, it will make it beneficial to everybody involved. So so the other marketing opportunity that's coming up, and it's our yearly opportunity, is through the Chamber Magazine. And so I was going to have Heather upload. I know she's sent out an email, but sometimes those get overlooked. So I'm going to have her upload, what's it called? The information, the specs for that. And so it's affordable, depending on your budget and stuff. It's given out through the entire year, and it's also accessible online as well. And we're hoping to really push that, push it this year and get the help of the members pushing this so that people understand the value of this magazine, that it not only just has advertising, but it talks about our local events. It highlights our businesses of that our awards that for the year, like the business of the year, professional of the year, etc. with that. And so it also talks about what's new in the business community, what's going on in our Spanish Fork and Salem communities. And we usually have event information too, like what's coming up, what to look for, and then also ways to keep up to date on that information. So this is just, if you want to screenshot this, or also go back through your emails from the chamber. I know that this has been included, and I believe it's been sent out from the Daily Herald too, by Tracy, to check that out. And then if you have questions, you can always email Heather and ask for follow-up with that. So I just really encourage you guys to help not only be part of it, but also help us market the usefulness of the magazine. I know I keep mine around all year just because also it has a directory in the back of everybody who's a chamber member, and it highlights our higher tiers as well. And so for me, that's a benefit for myself, even just saying, hey, did you guys know there's a directory of businesses with all this information in the back as well? So any questions about the Chamber magazine that we can help you with right now? The scheduling deadline's just down there at the bottom. They're hoping they're going to be publishing on March 6th, and then the complete deadline is February 19th to have all the artwork and stuff into the Daily Herald for that. So any questions? Okay. And the last marketing tool, and this is kind of on the same lines of how you would do the email, but I would talk, we can help promote things with our social media, but it's kind of the same idea that if it's that call to action. So if it's important enough to email, we can share, and it's for the community, send that to, sorry, Heather, I keep directing it to you, but you know who to delegate it to. So, but that you can email, or just say, hey, can we share this information as well? I just created the email. Can we share that information on social media as well? Or the good thing is you tag, the biggest thing is you can tag this chamber. So all you have to do is you just have to go to the, sorry, I have something flying around me. So if you go to the Spanish Fork Facebook page or Instagram page and follow and like them, you can then tag them using the @ symbol. And so you can go @ Spanish Fork Chamber, and it will pop up the page and stuff, because then we will see the notification, oh, so-and-so tagged us, and then we can share that on our page as well. And so that would be my best recommendation, as well, is just go ahead and post your thing and then tag the chamber in that. And I know Nicole has helped us a lot with our social media, and she's really good at, if the chamber's been tagged in something, sharing that information or commenting and stuff as well with that. So, and if that's something you need help with, I'm more than happy to talk to you offline about how to navigate that. So I think that is pretty much everything that I had to cover today. Is there any questions or confusion or anything about how to access your dashboard and utilize those tools? All right, awesome. That was easy. Good class. Everyone gets an A. So I hope to see some great coupons coming out here in the next week. I thank you guys so much for the feedback and the questions. Lindsay, I think that was a great advice to get that to help get the businesses sharing that on their social media to get them signed up and stuff as well. So thanks everybody. And I hope to see you guys all next month in person.